So just a little bit about operational efficiency. So specifically talking about a cloud native application that's using DevOps. So your support effort, you're reducing your support effort because you're using platform as a service rather than infrastructure as a service. As I said, with DevOps, with cloud, effectively infrastructure is, it's called infrastructure as code, but effectively we're talking about PaaS services here. They can all be provisioned, they can all be managed and controlled via API. That DevOps deployment, automated testing phases all help and lead into that. It allows you to, but if you limit the number of customer environments as well, we're going back to that sort of that shared model, and sharing is very little. Then again, you're reducing your support effort. For me, it's not just about limiting the number of customer environments. It's about standardizing on customer environments as well. You can have specific deployment patterns for a customer that could sit within your multi-tenant platform. But if certain elements of it need to be done separately, again, as part of a DevOps, you can establish a deployment pattern for those models. But what you do is, what you're not having 10 different environments with 10 different setups, 10 different configurations, all of which are have evolved over time into something that no one really understands and knows now, except for maybe one man sat in a basement somewhere. You can release quicker. Your new functionality can be deployed quicker. You're no longer waiting for sort of that monolithic. We're going to release something in 6 months' time. We're going to release something in the next 6 months' time. You can innovate. You can bug fix on individual elements as and when required. And again, because you've got that automated DevOps approach to it, automated testing, you have confidence that when you release one component, it doesn't break 5 others. Microservices architecture, loose coupling between components, all of which lends to that supports that DevOps release cadence. Bug fixes I've just talked about. You have inbuilt monitoring and feedback. So when you design, when you're developing code, your monitoring and feedback is front of your mind when you're developing that code. Again, forms part of your DevOps cycle. Forms part of that, something you're automatically testing as you go through, and how those alerts are going to be handled when you go back round. Effectively designing for and building for support. And also, you've got fault tolerant and self-healing, which again reduces downtime and support effort.